kind of like social media in an uproar a little bit, but of course, like the neighborhood talk in the shade room. And I told y'all before, the dude who runs the neighborhood talk is a huge Bob. So of course, when they posted this picture, it was who was in this joint? Because it was a video started, it was floating around. It was Sexyy Red, Latto, and Flo Milli. And I'm glad that the girls are, because I seen even GloRilla posted Sexyy Red for a birthday. I think Sexyy Red birthday was recently passed, and GloRilla like shouted her happy birthday. And I seen Sexyy Red post GloRilla. So I like that them two one are acknowledging each other, and I do like them. When I seen I'm like her and Latto cool, so that's kind of ushering in a feature for, you'll probably see a feature coming soon from GloRilla and Sexyy Red, or Latto and Sexyy Red. So that kind of, it's that little click thing where it's like you either the team Latto, Cardi, Nicki, team Latto, Cardi, Meg, GloRilla, and now they are bringing Sexyy Red back onto that side where it was like at one point in time it seemed like she was going to be on the team Nicki Minaj. So I'm glad that they kind of not petty and bringing Sexyy Red back over, because I do think, like I told y'all a little bit earlier, maybe a couple weeks ago, I do think that Nicki got a little jinx on her when it comes to the girls who went team Nicki. It just ain't play out into their favor because it's just too many of the other girls on the other side. So I'm glad to see Sexyy Red back on there. But anyway, so Spotify had this little painting thing, and it was, like I said, it was pictures of Sexyy Red, Latto, Meg, Cardi B, Young Miami, JT, Coi Leray, Flo Milli, and I believe that's all of them that was on there, and Ice Spice. So people, of course, how the hell y'all gonna have this little odd thing or whatever and don't have Nicki Minaj? Just two. And this is how I always catch myself, and I gotta remind myself. The shade room, no.
It was Cardi B on there?
Yeah, Cardi B was on there. All the girls was on there besides Nicki Minaj. But I'm like, dog, two things for certain. One, I know that these pages aren't hip-hop pages. And then two, I don't think a lot of people really listen to music. Because, dog, Nicki Minaj's last project, all she was doing was dissing Spotify. She kept saying that I don't my people really buy music. They don't care about the Spotify charts. Like, dog, she dissed Spotify at least 10 times on her last album. If I'm Spotify and I'm doing a goddamn tribute to women, why would I make a tribute to somebody who literally on their last project kept dissing us? She kept dissing my platform, sitting here saying that this is whatever the case may be. So why in the hell would I sit here and put her in the jump? Like, make that make sense. That to me don't make sense. But then the dude came out and said that they offered Nicki Minaj a joint. She said she didn't want no parts of that shit. Because Summer Walker came out and made a post on the Shade Room or commented on the Shade Room joint and was like, yeah, I don't really listen to Nicki Minaj, but it's crazy. How don't y'all have Nicki Minaj on there? And the dude, whoever was doing the paintings, came out and was like, bro, we asked Nicki Minaj that she want to be a part of it, and she said no. But still, somebody who literally shits on that platform, why would I want her to be a part of it anyway? But they still even offered her and asked her, did she want to be a part of it? And she said, nah, I'm cool. So it's just my thing with people. Like, I'm not going to lie to you. The Bob's got to be more like, I be trying to think of like who got some of the most annoying fans on social media. It's between the Bobs, Trump, Caitlin Clark, and they may be like the top three. And I'm sure the Beehive probably a different aggressive. I don't necessarily know, but the three that I've came across and I seen with my own two eyes is them Trumpers, is them Caitlin Clarks, and them fucking Bobs. I ain't gonna hold you. Nicki Minaj, you gotta get that shit in order, dog. And realistically, just like even I understand how much people love Nicki, but dog, can we act like we all got two ears? What's the last, like, and let's be clear, outside of the commercials, that everybody, what's like the Nicki song that really stood off that project? Like, it came and it went. That song it was cool. People, they picked up that song for the commercials. They got played on endless commercials. We gave her credit for that. But outside of that, what's the song that's really ripping and running and be like, damn, that song kind of really had legs off that project?
And that's not even a single.
It wasn't?
No, that wasn't the single that she was leading with.
What was the singles?
Yeah, I don't think that was
I can't remember what the single was. I know that was the biggest song. It don't matter what the singles was. That was the biggest song. That was the biggest song off that project. But I want to stay in. I do want to stay in music anyway. DJ Mustard put out his project, of course, last week, the same time as Ice Spice. And of course, DJ Academics do what DJ Academics normally do. He just tweet out, whatever people's album sales was. So he tweeted out DJ Mustard sold 18,000 and DJ Mustard lost his goddamn mind. And I did watch a live stream of Academics, and he was saying that him and Mustard got on the phone after that and had like a civilized conversation. But Mustard felt like Academics was only telling people how many his albums sold because it was 18,000, and he felt like nigga, you wouldn't even care if I didn't make Not Like Us. Like he was in academics, like nigga, I wasn't just talking about your album that we got. You would have been. Would you have felt some type of way if I didn't even mention your album and then I talked about Ice Spice numbers? Because Ice Spice did 20,000, and shout out to Ice Spice. I mean, I don't even like. I don't. To me personally, I don't care about the numbers thing. Like if you're just going off of which project, like even off the between, if I'm comparing the Mustard to Ice Spice that week, over the two projects that came out, I like the Ice Spice project better. Like the Mustard shit was cool. Like it was just cool. Like he had some cool songs on there. He had some big features. For the bigger features that he really had, like did he got a hit on there? No. But if you talking about like does the project sound in sync? Yes. Like do it like you could. I like where the skits play. I like how the skits flowed into the very next song. Like it was a good album. But if it don't have like damn like what's some real hits on there? He had some good songs, but he don't got no hits on there.
Do you think the Ice Spice got hits on there?
Hell yeah. I fuck with them Ice Spice. Them little songs that she made, them shits that sound like them knockoff Chief Keef Jones. I like them Jones. And I even asked the young lady who worked at the radio station, because I seen her use a Ice Spice Jones for like she was in a song or something. And I asked her, like, which Jones did you like better? Did you like JT Project or did you like Ice Spice Jones better? And she said Ice Spice. And I was like, all right, cool. I'm glad, because she been working at the radio station for some years. So I was just like, damn, all right, cool. I'm glad my ear wasn't too off with it. But like I said, and even just for JT, like, and I asked her, I'm like, but because she even said it, she was like, I like the Ice Spice project better, but don't get it twisted. JT fans won't let you know how bad that project really is. Like JT has enough fans that they gonna push them songs enough to make you think that project is better than what it actually is. And even like I said, when I was talking earlier, like that JT coming, like, nigga, I can't, every time I open my TikTok app, I just keep hearing that junk. So it's just like, and that's one of the things I guess what made me even want to kind of think of like, dog, what's really the song of the summer? And because I even seen, what's the Lord do? She got a body like Kalani, whatever that song, that song is fucking fire. And I was kind of like, and you know, some songs are just like, it's so fire and it don't have like a voice that you used to. So you kind of just like, all right, this may be some TikTok shit. I ain't gonna pay no attention. Like I've been hearing this jump for at least like a month and some change. And I kind of just kept scrolling because it's like, all right, cool. It ain't, I don't really care. Like, cause I'm not familiar with the voice. So I really didn't know who it was. The same way it's this jump, damn, babe, you fine, whatever the case may be. I thought that was Skilla Baby. That's not even Skilla Baby. This is a whole different another nigga. So it be certain songs that sound like other people. I literally thought that damn girl, you fine, then you know you fine. I swear to God, if somebody would have put a gun in my head and sit here and say, tell me a Skilla Baby song, that would have been a song that I would have rapped because I thought that was Skilla Baby. And it's a light-skinned nigga with braids. I'm like, what the fuck? I never knew that wasn't Skilla Baby. This whole time, I swear to God, I thought it was Skilla Baby. So it just had me even thinking, outside of Not Like Us, what do you feel like could be the closest song to Song of the Summer? Because I mean, I'm sure realistically, it's like, I feel like you can't argue like Not Like Us kind of just was the biggest song. Now, then let's be clear. It's August now. It's the first week in August. Baby. I don't think people still playing it. I don't think it's at its peak anymore.
It's getting played on the radio.
Yeah, but we can't count the radio. I'm talking about like shit.
What else can you count? Because where else you gonna hear that?
You got to kind of, that's why I said you got to use social media. Because that's people people picking the songs that they want to use.
People still using Not Like Us. They even using it without the instrumental now, or they using it like the little sped up joint. People are still using it Not Like Us. That's
why I said so cool. That's why I'm not arguing that can't be the song of the summer. I'm not arguing that it's not, but I just don't see it as like when that song was at its peak, it was undeniable. Like you couldn't get away from that song on social media or nothing. And that's why I say I'm not saying like, of course, preseason start this week, so who knows how they gonna let that play into whatever team's going to use it, or whatever case may be. So I'm not denying that being the song of the summer, but I'm saying now, the month of August, you got one, this is the final, and the sad thing is, shout out to people in the South and their kids already back in school. So summer's over for some people. But for that last month of August, for us Northeast people, right now, what's the song that's kind of like dominating is going to carry you into Labor Day? Because I do feel like that Kalani song, Big.
$1 Baby.
Shit, he got another one. What's that? He got the song. It's called it sound like $1 million. It's some devil, some shit. I can't remember what it is, but he got another song. He got another song now. It's called Devil is a Lie. That's what the other song he got. Then he got, of course, the joint with YBT, Fat, and them Pretty Brown driving me, like that's shit. Latto got Big Mama, like it's a lot of songs that kind of shit. I'm not even gonna lie to Tinashe with that Nasty Girl. Like I know we talked about it like 2 different times, but dog, she got a hit, dog. And I feel like people kind of just because it's Tinashe and she one of them people that's not really clicked up. She don't do it. She haven't done a bunch of interviews, which she may need to, because like it's like why you got a hot song? She should go do a Breakfast Club interview. She should try to figure out a way to go and get on Joe Budden. Like,
what's the Full Baps? I don't know what the hell going on with them, but that motherfucking joint he got with Usher, like that's why I'm wondering how did they drop the ball on him? Because even his album, his project that he put out was good, but it just like it didn't get promoted.
Not doing no interviews. I think if you don't have a big social media presence or you don't have a big personality on social media, you have to go do interviews.
Yeah, because that joint with Usher, that remix of Fuck You, boy.
Because you got to think about it. Like, if you don't go do interviews, people forget about you. Because, like you said, because especially, let's say, if you listen to music every week and I'm listening to new music, it's so easy to forget what I listened to last week or the month before that. Like, it's so easy because if you constantly just listening to new music every Friday, you forget. Like, even just shit. Even when we talking about, I almost forgot that fucking GloRilla got the it's 9 p.m. right 7. Then what? Like, dog. It's so much music to be coming out, and if you constantly trying to keep up with what's new, what came out, it's easy to forget. Like, all right, what's next? And especially if you don't have if you got a social media personality, and a lot of niggas don't. But like for somebody like Megan Thee Stallion, like she got a social media personality that she don't have to go run and do interviews because she controls what song is going to be okay. Everybody on my social medias love that and stop, whatever, however that song goes, Tanisha, why stop? She milked it. She didn't milk that shit, milked it into a dance, and got everybody on TikTok, everybody on Instagram doing it, all the other celebrities doing it, all the other athletes doing it. So now, okay, I'm gonna parlay that into now. I'm gonna push that as the single. And now I'm gonna sit here and do a video for that. So now she got a whole, like she releasing a video on Friday. So it's just like, okay, I milked that. But Meg Thee Stallion has a big enough personality where she can do it on her own. And again, going back into a conversation when a lot of niggas was sleeping and hating on Meg and all you free Tory, goofy type of niggas, Meg Thee Stallion is a goddamn problem, dog. It was pouring down raining in Chicago and she was performing at Lollapalooza. She was the headliner, nigga, and that shit was like looked like 100,000 people out there in the rain losing their mind for Meg Thee Stallion. This was the very next day after when she came out with Kamala. What was that, Tuesday or Wednesday?
Yeah,
so whatever, she came out with Kamala on Tuesday. That was like, I think that was Wednesday. So she came out with Kamala on Wednesday. Then it
was before Broccoli Fest. Wow.
It was after Broccoli Fest. It was this week that just passed.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was this week that just passed. So it was literally if she did Kamala on Tuesday or Wednesday, it was Thursday. It had to be Thursday. Yeah, it was Thursday. I want to say it was either Thursday or Friday when she did. I want to say it might have been Thursday. I think it was Thursday night that she performed at Lollapalooza. And dog, it's just how many people, like, nigga, they was losing their mind. And again, when we talking about just having actual internet presence, and it's just so funny how it's just like, even you can kind of tie it in, like, because of course Angel Reese came out there because they was in Chicago. Her and Meg is cool, so she came out there and the fans lost their mind. But when I'm talking about having a presence where you don't need, I create enough content that the pages got to pick me up. I don't need the pages for me to have, you get what I'm saying? Like, I don't need the pages to pick me up. They need me to create content. Like, and I even seen it. Like, I seen niggas on the ESPN jump. Like, I seen ESPN post Angel Reese in the fucking water, like in one of those little Lamborghini cars or whatever she was in. And niggas like, damn, it must be a snow sports weekend. Niggas like, damn, the Olympics going on. Why the fuck are y'all posting this girl on fucking ESPN page in a goddamn bathing suit? Like, nigga, this don't have nothing to do with sports or her playing basketball. Why are y'all posting this girl in a goddamn bathing suit in a goddamn a jet ski jump? So it was kind of, but that's my point of what I'm saying.
I kind of noticed too. I don't know if you see it, but I think they repost a lot of stuff, but it's not. Do it be on their page?
On ESPN page?
Yeah,
it'd be on their page.
Oh, it do actually be on it? Because I know I be saying some shit. I'm like, ESPN posted this. But that's they be like repost, like, you know how you do the
well, you can tag so if you tag some, so it depends if you tag somebody, but they post a lot of them, or sometimes it may not be on ESPN page, it may be on Sports Center page.
Okay.
So it just probably depend on which one of them pages you follow, but it's either between ESPN and Sports Center. Both, yeah, they be posting a rocket shit. But that's my point of just some, like, people don't need the media out like Meg, like just going originally what we were saying when we talking about promoting the music. Like somebody like Meg don't need I don't need them to promote me. I can promote myself, or I can make my moments big enough where it's just like it makes up for me not going to do a bunch of interviews. But for somebody like Tinashe or for somebody like Full Bats, like, oh, you needed to go do interviews. You needed to go do the Breakfast Club. Or if you felt like that, if you're not comfortable enough to do Breakfast Club, you need to go do academics or do. I don't think.
So like, do you think so? Even what you saying that social media is your new street team instead of like
hell yeah.
But
listen, what I'm saying. But social media is your new street team if you know how to take time to actually play around with your audiences. Even like how people get mad at Cardi for having her rants when she go on spaces on Twitter or Instagram Live, but that's still her building with her audience because they still feel like we having a personal moment. Even if you having a meltdown, you still giving us a personal moment where it's like, just us and you. Soulja Boy. Like, even with Soulja Boy, like I said, even with Soulja Boy, I swear to God, if y'all got TikTok, wake up anytime when you first get up in the morning, like, but if you get up between like 8 or 9 o'clock, just get on TikTok, and I guarantee you, Soulja Boy will be on his TikTok live, just battling regular people. I'm talking about regular people. These people don't got thousands of followers or nothing, but it's like it's a different. It's hard to explain, but TikTok, like on TikTok Live, they do these little battles. And it'd be like people just like they be tipping them, so they like it's and it'd be different teams, and you just got to hit the jump, and they just be on there like arguing or whatever the case may be. But when they are tipping these people, they help building up their audience. So if I'm on there every day with Soulja Boy, like Soulja Boy fans may like me, or I might be on Soulja Boy team every morning. So it'd be like niggas like Soulja Boy, he know how to build a audience. So I'm sure like even sometimes he be playing his music, like music that niggas like unreleased music. And that's why it's like when we talked about him last week, I'm like, yeah, I get it that he may not be able to sell out the Verizon Center no more. He may not be able to go on a tour on his own, but he know how to get money from just literally sitting in his house, just doing like, I'm damn near almost want to sit here and be like, if I go on TikTok right now, I'm just scared that they may have some fucking music playing, but I'm like.
Thing that hurts me the most is that I have to watch the NBA finals and they have world champion on their head. World champion of what?
But it's like Cam Newton right now. He on here playing. So it's just like certain niggas who it's just like you can get on social media and you know how to use social media to be your own new street team. So you know how to build up on social media on your own, and you don't necessarily need. You may not have to run and go do a bunch of interviews, but if you don't know how to do that and if you're not confident enough on your own ability to build with your fan base on social media on your own, then you need to go do the interviews. But somebody like Full Bats, I think he need a Breakfast Club interview. Somebody like Tinashe, especially for her to have a new hit record, and it's been a long time for people to even think about her, she need to go do it. She need to do a Breakfast Club interview. She need one. She need a Hot 97 interview. You need to try to figure out how can I get a Joe Budden interview, but especially a Breakfast Club interview.
But can everybody do? Because didn't what's name my sis shut up like that too? Who was that? That was it Kodak Black? Who was that did that fucked up interview where they wasn't even talking? Was it Kodak Black?
Nah, Kodak Black had some great Breakfast Club interviews.
It was one of them when they first came out. They had this.
That was Kodak Black, but he still that was a piece of the interview. But that whole interview he was talking, but he started that interview off with the ski mask. But even still, that was a moment for the Breakfast Club. They got that face painted on their wall. Like they got people's face painted on the wall on the Breakfast Club. They got this that Kodak Black interview with the ski mask painted on their wall. So that's a moment for them. So they cool with the moments, but he ended up rolling the ski mask up and having a good interview on that one. So that's what I'm saying. For some people, like you need those interviews that kind of keep people oh damn, this person do got a new song. I forgot about them. Because like you said, Full Bats, I forgot about Full Bats. Because the crazy thing is he on the remix to that Pretty Brown jump, and people don't even be playing that version. They play the regular version when it's Lil Baby, YBT Fat, and fucking Rollo. So it's just like, yeah, I don't necessarily know. Niggas, y'all got to pick it up. You got to drop some new music. But I do like that Kalani song, and I like that she got on the remix, and she smoked that remix.